Good day, everybody. It's another beautiful day, and I'm just gonna head out for a quick ride because this is my last day off, and I got a lot of things to get done to get ready for the next coming work week. Feels good to change the oil in the bike, so now I know what oil's in it, and changing the final drive as well. Gotta cut across all these lanes. Now we can cruise. Feels good to get out. Not too windy. So now the big dilemma comes. Last night I went to go look at a camper van. I'll post some still images here. It's a 2011 Sprinter. It's not four-wheel drive, it's only two-wheel drive. But the owner had previously worked for a camper van conversion place in Calgary, so the conversion is professionally done. He did live in the van full-time for 3 years, so obviously it shows some wear and tear. Has a diesel heater. It has a wood stove that is really cool. Lots of room, storage. The space is effectively used, which gets me thinking, is what am I gonna get that's gonna serve my needs best? Something 4x4 ideally would be perfect, because what would I do with this diesel camper van in the wintertime? There's not really a whole lot of places I could go. Like, I couldn't really take it into the back roads or the back country because I would just get stuck, and there is only a couple of campsites around me that are open during the winter time, which ideally I could go that route too. There's a bit of traffic on this road today, so it gets me thinking on which way I want to go. Do I want to go camper van? Do I want to go 4x4 camper van? Do I want to go truck and camper? Or just keep my current setup? The biggest dilemma I got right now is I really don't want to have 3 vehicles anymore. I only want to have 2 and the motorbike. But the camper van, other than camping, really doesn't serve any other purpose. It's not really a vehicle I could drive back and forth to work, considering that it is diesel and there's no plugins in the wintertime. That would cause some problems to start. Now, I could get around that if I absolutely had to, is by installing a coolant diesel heater. There's that route. But it is super cool. When I went to go check it out, I was pretty amazed with it, because the pictures online really do not show this van any justice, and it is pretty well done. This video, there was a whole bunch of errors. Now, a bunch of those errors are related to the DPF delete, but the ones that do concern me is that there is a camshaft error code. Now, he did say he replaced the sensor and it didn't change anything, so that means there's probably something else deeper inside. It does have 250 some thousand kilometers, but keep in mind these Sprinter vans can go over 500,000 kilometers easy. The second one that's a little bit concerning is the ABS module. I believe it has a low voltage, so the ABS module could be shot. So that's something else to keep in mind. I mean, the price isn't terrible, but I think for me to get into that van, I would have to get into it at the low 20s, where I would feel comfortable doing it. The reason why I say low 20s because there's still some work that has to be done. And ultimately, do I want to get into another project? I still have the Overland trailer I need to fix up and repaint. So, like, do the fiberglass coating on the walls, fiberglass redding coating on the walls. So that's all set up. And I don't have to worry about the wood. But then after I get the camper van, what do I do with the trailer? Do I fix it up and then sell it? This is where there's so many things that need to be decided on what has to be done. I mean, I could ultimately, where the trailer's parked in the yard, I could ultimately back the camper van in there in the winter time and leave it there as such. I would have to install a backup camera. I'm still thinking about it. He's had it on the market for a while, and I think those engine codes are scaring off some people. So we'll see. Like I said, I'm in no rush to buy, but I am leaning. Before I used to talk a lot about it, but now I'm starting to look even more, and I'm starting to go and check some out. Now, just south of me in Okotoks, there is a four-wheel drive Mercedes. I think it's a 2015. It's fully kitted in Overland gear, but the interior is not finished. So it has the lift kit, it has the bumper, it has the rack up top, has a solar panel inside, has the special pop-out Overland windows on the side, that like the little bubbles. I think it has like a 9,000 pound winch on it or something. So it's good to go. It looks like it's in great shape. Like I said, the mileage is like 250, but then I get a clean slate to build it how I want. So I'm gonna have to check out that one too and see. And then further south in High River, there's another 4x4 Mercedes, bone stock, but it only has 50,000 kilometers, and they're asking the same money, which I think is $55,000 is the ballpark for both those four-wheel drive Mercedes. So that's something else to think of. Do I jump the gun, just spend the money, or do I just buy the one that I could just pay cash for and work on it for a year or two? I don't know. These are the decisions. I'm riding the bike, doing this vlog, trying to decide ultimately what I'd like to do. Would provide a lot more room inside, especially if I get one of those Palomino lightweight truck box campers that sit in the back, pops up. It gives me a lot more options, a lot more space, a lot more comfort, because the camper van's cool, but with me being a bigger guy, I could see it getting kind of tight inside because there's not a whole lot I could do. I could jump inside, use the counter space, where the wood stove is, sit down on the cushion or lay down on the bed. Or maybe I could go through like the little hidden compartment underneath to the underground part underneath the bed and hide out there if I really wanted to. Whereas the truck camper is a little wider than what the box is, and it gives me a lot more space to stand up and move around. And also it's more practical because the truck, I could still use it for other things. Like I could offload the camper in the yard, and then I could take the truck out to go gather wood or go do other adventures that don't require having the camper in the back. So there's options that way as well. So this is where it comes down to, do I want a project, or do I want to just keep shopping around and get something that is good to go and I don't have to worry about it? But if I buy something that's good to go, don't really have to worry about it, then I don't have a project for the viewers who like to see me fix things and wrench things. I know there's some viewers that like to see me out in my adventures. So this is where the dilemma really comes down to. What would you guys like to see? Me buying a project and then buying like a fixer-up project and add my own touches? Or do you guys rather see me not screw around, just get something that's nice, it's good to go, and then head out that way? I guess ultimately I'd like your guys' opinion on that, because some people come to my channel for both. So I don't know. Looks like they're doing something in this field with all that pipe there. Making a bunch of mess. Decisions is what it ultimately comes down to. I love getting out on the open road though. I'm glad there's a lot of my viewers that have bikes and they enjoy getting out on the highway. Where being on a bike feels like freedom. It's a total different experience. In a car you just drive, you're not experienced to the elements. You have your creature comforts. Where on a motorbike, you are exposed to everything. Now I gotta slow down to 65 kilometers an hour. Private property, no trespassing. I'm just gonna go down to the bottom of this hill and then we're gonna turn around at the little gravel, turn off at the top, and then head her back to Calgary. Yeah, I got some decisions to make. Nothing for a while because Fedora has until the end of the month to pick up the TJ, so that gives me a couple more weeks. And ultimately, if I don't bite the bullet this year, I'll be in a better financial position next year to acquire something super nice instead of like a project. But a camper van would be really cool just to travel. You know, I'm getting tired of backcountry adventures. I like just to travel, go to different towns, explore things, do some stealth camping along the way. I think that's something that I want to try and do now. I mean, ultimately I'm still going to do both, but this is something that I am looking at. Oh, I love this little bridge. It's probably a shit show in the I still need a lot of practice on the slow turns with the bike. That's where my weakest thing is right now, slow turns on the bike. It will be nice when those crash bars come in. That way if I knock it over on the side, I don't have to worry about damaging the plastics because those upper crash guards will protect all my plastics. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. I do wonder what's going on with all this piping stuff. Yeah, so ultimately, by the time this video is uploaded and you guys watch it, I'll probably be still looking, but I'll be interested to know what your insight is on what you would like to see on the channel. Should I just bite the bullet, find myself a 4x4 van or 4x4 Mercedes and build my own camper van, or look at getting a camper van that's already built, maybe not 4x4, and then do my own touches? Because I did look at buying, or not buying, but looking at a Chevy van that is converted to a camper, so I'd be spending something nice, at least $20,000 to $30,000 for something decent. So I'm already into it, 30 grand. And then if I want to convert it to 4x4, there's that place in Kamloops Sports Truck or something that does Clydesdale conversions, and I'm looking on their website, so they're looking at $20,000 to start to do a 4x4 conversion. So then I'm going to be looking at, probably all said and done, $50,000 to $60,000 into a van. Do I go that route? I don't know. I really don't know at this point, but if I do go that route, at least I could use the van for a while first and save up for the conversion, and then it wouldn't hurt all at once. Where if I did buy a 4x4 van like a Mercedes, I'd be spending all that money up front, which I'd be able to pay most of it down cash and then finance the rest through like my line of credit or something. But I don't know. The only debt I have right now is my mortgage, and I kind of like it that way. I don't know if I want to bite the bullet and do it. Storm clouds are coming in. Good thing I went for a ride this morning. I haven't seen any wildlife in these parts though. Gorgeous acreages. Like, look at that house, 3-car garage. Looks like a shop over there to the side. Some sort of wooden shack out front, which I'm not sure. Maybe a storage shed for the gardening stuff. Nice chunk of property. I guess I need to slow down here. 80 kilometers an hour. Now we got school zone coming up. This is my turnoff coming up here to head her back to Calgary. And then I will be home. Nice little short drive. Next to the days off, if it's nice, I'll head farther out in the mountains. Yeah, look at that view coming in. Anyways, I'm gonna shut her down, and I'm gonna keep on looking online for a good deal until that time comes. But first, I gotta get rid of the TJ before I can really start seriously looking. I'll see you guys later. Take care.